Hello, welcome to all. I am Dr. Vijay Bandari, Associate Professor in CSC Department. So today I am going to deliver a lecture on code inspection under the software engineering subject. So let's start. So first I will cover what is the definition of code inspection. Then I will cover the workflow of the code inspections. Why do we do it and why do we need it? And then I will cover what is the advantages of code inspection and disadvantages of code inspections, and what is also limitations of code inspection. Let's start with the definition of software code inspection. It is the main part of the software engineering. After development stage, we need the code inspection in software engineering. So it is done by the authority, some authorities, and it is prepared well, and then it is inspected. The software engineers program code to empower a technology product to perform certain tasks. Code inspection is a verification technique that evaluates the precisions of the code within the product, that comprehending the importance and steps of the code inspections can allow you to build a quality software product that satisfies the client and engages consumers. So in this slide, you can see the development of any software applications product that goes through software development lifecycle, that is known as SDLC, where each and every phases are very important and needs to follow accordingly. It develop the quality software product, and inspection is such as an important element which we have a great impact on the software development process. So the software development team not only develops the software applications, rather during the coding phases of software development. So they check for any error in the code of the software, which is called the verification code. So this code verification actually checks the software code in all aspects and finds out the errors that exist in the code. Generally, there are two types of code verification technique is available: dynamic technique and static technique. So as we know that from the starting slides, I have told you like it is inspected by the highly educated teams and also after the stage of the development stage, right? So what is the code inspection in software engineering? I told you, hopefully it is you are understanding this topic. If you have any doubts, so you can post your query in chat box. I will try to solve it. So code inspection in software engineering is the process of reviewing the code in an applications to check for the defects. So I am giving you like some purposes. It fulfills the some purposes. Like first purpose is to correct the issues in the programming languages, so the software performs as its highest potential. Secondly, after the engineering build engineers build the product and write the code, so they practice code inspections to find ways to minimize the time for the code to exercise commands. Thirdly, resolving the issues that the inspections finds allows engineers to define the internal structure of the software as well as its security features. So as I told you, these verification techniques is available in this slide: dynamic technique and static techniques. So we will go through the first dynamic technique. So it is performed by executing some test data, and the outputs of the program are monitored to find errors in the software code. Secondly, the static techniques, it is performed by executing the program conceptually and without any data. So code reading, static analysis, symbolic executions, code inspections, and reviews are some of the commonly used static techniques. So these are the basically two techniques: dynamic technique and static techniques. Hopefully you have understood this topic, dynamic technique and static technique. Now we move to how does it work and why do software engineers use code inspections. So here moderator, reader, recorder, authors are the key members of the inspection team, as I already told you in the first slide. And the software engineers use code inspections to ensure the applications performs efficiently. If there is any issues with the programs functioning, for example, the code exercises a different command then integrate it. The engineers can discern where the language is faults and how to fix it. Building a software product can be a time-consuming process, and the client may have certain expectation of the final product's performance. So, a successful code inspections can allow peer reviews of the engineer's work and they can gain confidence and that they vetted their project thoroughly and confirm that it meets the standard of the industries. So, how does it work? So, first we appoint a team to inspect the code, like author, moderator, recorder, reader. These are the most important entities that inspect the code. So, the author, the author main works. The author is the original writer of the code. They also have built the software applications where the code originates. Moderator superheads the code inspection, a different individual from the author. And thirdly, the reader reads the code aloud, which allows the other team members to identify errors. And fourthly, recorder, that is the last in the element. The recorder or a scribe compiles the step of the code inspection and defines the claim, indicates an error. So related documents are provided to the inspection team and then plans the inspection meeting and coordinates with the inspection team members. If the inspection team is not aware of the project, the author provides an overview of the project and code to inspection team members. Then each inspection team performs code inspection by following some inspection checklist. So after completion of the code inspections, conduct a meeting with all team members and analyze the review code. So mainly we are focusing the purposes of the software applications. What is the purpose of code inspection? So it checks for any error that is present in the software code. Second, it identifies any required process improvement. Third, it checks whether the coding standard is followed or not. Fourth one, it involves peer examination of codes. Fifth one, it documents the defects in the software code. So all the authorities are present in this software coding inspections. So the purpose of the code inspection is mainly checking for any error presents in the software code required. For the required process improvement, it identifies, it checks whether the coding standard is followed or not. So peer examination it needed drastically. So this purpose is the purpose of the code inspection. Now we will go through the advantages of the code inspections. So every aspects we have seen the code inspections doing by the authors, readers, recorders, coders, developers. Now it improves overall product qualities. So if there is any defects is moving in code, so we find the difficulty to read the code or test the code or execute the code. So it improves overall product quality. So it discovers the bugs, defects in software code. As I was already, we have discussed how we find the defects in software. And so you can go through the software development lifecycle model, marks any process enhancement in engines. And fourth one, finds and removes defective efficiently and quickly. And fifth one, helps to learn from the previous defects. So previous defects, it depends on the previous defects we can learn, or any authority can learn by the previous defects and easily can find the defects. Now disadvantages of the code inspection. Definitely that requires extra time and planning because it requires more time consuming on this, whether it is manually and automatically. And planning, the plan should be good before the defecting, before the uh, coding inspection. And the process is a little slower. Yes, it takes the time. That's why the process goes slow. Hopefully you have understood this lecture. Thanks. Thank you everyone. If you have any doubts, you can post your query in chat box.